Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a classic Sudoku on our channel. Now this Sudoku was constructed for the patrons of my page and Enthralling Sudoku on patreon.com. So I'll add the link in the description below. If you are really looking forward to some looking forward to some excellent classic Sudokus, variants and even advanced classic, I would recommend you to check to the patreon.com Enthralling Sudoku page. So I send 20 classics, 20 variants and 5 advanced classic every month, right? So all these Sudokus are of excellent quality and are test solved by excellent test solvers. One of the test solver is Tit Wang. He's 2016 World Sudoku Champion. So all of these Sudokus are test solved and the feedback is really excellent from the patrons out there. So if you are really looking for some excellent handcrafted Sudokus, I would highly recommend you to check to the Patreon page. I'll add the link in the description below. Do support if you can. It will really be of great help. And if you have any request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre that we can cover on our channel, please do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it, right? And now coming on to this Sudoku. So this Sudoku, as I said earlier, was for my patrons. For this was one of the Sudokus from the September Sudoku set. So I have sent classic Sudokus to all my patrons for this month already, and this is one of the Sudokus from that set. So coming on to this Sudoku, so according to the rules, you have to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row column and 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? So as a more detailed thing about the classic Sudoku set that I send is there are 20 classics, regular classics, no advanced technique required, but all of those classics are really excellent solving path. I mean to say, they have only pairs and triplets. You don't have to directly solve the Sudoku. It is really difficult actually solving directly. You will have to find hidden pairs and triplets in each and every Sudoku, right? So the enjoyment of solving those Sudoku is really different. So this Sudoku is one of those Sudokus that you need to find hidden pairs and triplets, and without which you cannot continue the Sudoku. So let's start this Sudoku. So from the basic techniques, if I see, sorry, so if we'll go with the basic techniques. Oh, why am I? Okay, sorry. Yeah. So if you see here, 5 here and here will give you a 5 here because of this 5, and that gives you a 5 here, right? And that gives you a 6 here, and these 3 digits are 1, 3 and 8, and both 3 and 8 are remaining here, so this would have to be 1, right? And with that we'll continue further. So at this point of time I can see that I can place all the 4s here, so I know the solving path. So I'll just go where the solving path will have to go, actually, where you can solve the Sudoku. 4 here and here will give you a 4 at this place because of this 4, and because of these 2 4s and with the help of this 4 you get a 4 here. So I've placed all the 4s here. Next thing is okay, so 8 here and here will give you an 8 here and this place, and that actually because of the 6 here you get a 6 in one of these 2 cells, that gives you a 6 in these 2 cells, but because of this 6 you get a 6 here, and that gives you a 6 here. Nice. Anything else we can place here? Okay, so now at this point of time you just have to place some pencil marks, and without which it will be very difficult for you to solve the Sudoku, right? So if you see here now, 3 will have to be in one of these 2 cells, right? That eliminates 3 from these cells, and you'll have to have a 3 here. Okay, 2 will have to be in one of these 2 cells. If you see here this column, you'll have 4 digits remaining, 1, 2, 7 and 9, right? Let me write that, not 8, 9, yeah. So 1 and 7 is here already, 2 is already here, and 9 is already here. Okay, this column needs 1, 3, 2, 8. So really difficult because you can place 1, 3, 8 here, 1, 3, 8. Oh sorry, I forgot to remove the one pencil marks here because of the 1 here that we got earlier. And here is 3827, right? So 2, 3, 8 and 7, 3, 7 and 8. Okay, so now is the moment that you have to find the hidden triplet here in second column. So this was one of the excellent solves, because the hidden triplet is only possible when you find a pointing pair of 3 in this box, or a pointing of 3 in this box, right? The 3 is pointing towards this column, which means that you eliminate all the possibilities of 3 from these 5 cells, and because of which now you have a hidden triplet of 2, 3 and 5 in this column. There are only 3 cells where you can have a 2, 3, 5. You cannot have a 2, 3, 5 here, because 2 and 5 are eliminated from here, and because of the 3 here you cannot have 2, 3, 5 here. This cell cannot have a 2, 3, 5, and there are only 3 more cells remaining for the 2, 3, 5. So that becomes a hidden triplet of 2, 3, 5 here. That eliminates 3 from this cell, and that actually, okay, so that actually removes 2 from this cell, right? 2 from this cell. And now you come, you can see that you have a hidden pair in box 9 again, box 7 again. Because of the 2, 3, 5 triplet in column 2, 1 and 7 in box 7 will have to be in these 2 cells. So that eliminates 9 from this cell, right? So you have a 1 and 7 hidden pair here. That actually gives you 9 in one of these 2 cells. So you have a pointing of 9 because of the hidden triplet and a hidden pair, and pointing of 9 is pointing towards column row 7, and which means that now this cell can only be a single candidate, a hidden single here. So the possibilities are, so 2, 5, 6 and 9. 2 and 5 are already here. 9 is pointing towards this row, so you cannot have a 9 here, and which means that this cell would have to be a 6. This was the breaking in this Sudoku, an excellent break-in. And if you really find this logic soon, this is really an excellent logic. So my point regarding these kind of Sudokus is that Sudokus are not only enjoyable when you find the advanced logic, maybe X-wing or Y-wing, but they are also very fun to solve when you find hidden triplets and hidden pairs, because finding an hidden triplet and hidden pair is equally equally tough as finding a X-wing or a swordfish, right? So here, as you can see here, because of just a hidden triplet and a hidden pair, you get a pointing of 9 in column 7, row 7, which gives you a 6 here. That directly gives you a 6 here, and that gives you a 6 here, right? And one more thing here, because of this thing, now let me say you what happens here. I'll mark all the pencil marks here first. Excuse me. 2, 3, 7 and 8 in this row, right? In this column. So here it would have to be 2 and 3, and 2, 3, 7 and 8. Sorry. 2, 3, 7 and 8. And now if you see here, if you see the first row here, the second breaking of this Sudoku is this. If you see the first row here, you cannot have a 3 here because of the pointing 3 here. You cannot have a 3 here because of the 3 here, right? And which means that 3 in box 3 will have to be in the first row. That eliminates 3 from this cell, and this would have to be 2, right? That eliminates 2 from this cell as well. That gives you a 2 here and a 2 here, and because of the 2 and 5 here, you get a 3 here, and because of 3 and 2 here, you get a 5 here, and that gives you a 2 here. That eliminates 2, 1 and 7 from this cell because of the hidden pair 1 and 7 here. That gives you a 9 here and a 2 here. That gives you a 9 here. Excellent, right? And with that with the help of that logic, we actually can solve this Sudoku. So that was the main logic in solving this Sudoku. Now if you see here, now this Sudoku shouldn't be a really tough thing to solve, because that actually solves everything here. You will have a 1 and 7 here in this box. That gives you 8 and 9 here, and because of the 8 here, you get a 9 here and an 8 here, right? And 1 and 7 here, okay, and this would have to be 1 and 7, but because of the 7 here, you'll have a 1 here, a 7 here and a 1 here. Because of the 3 here, we can eliminate 3 from both of these cells. You have a 3 here, so 1, 7 and 9. You have 1, 7 and 3. 7 is already here, 1 and 3, 1, 3 and 7. So if you see here 1, 3 and 9, 3 is already here, 1 and 9, 1, 3 and 9. Five would have to be here in this box, right? And these cells are 1, 3 and 7 again. So you'll have to have a 3 here, that gives you a 1 and 7 in these two cells. And this 3 will give you 8 and 9 in these two cells, right? 7, 8 and 9 here. So 7, 8 and 9, 7, 8 and 9. 1, 3, 9 and 8. So 8 can be anywhere. What are we missing here? 9 in one of these two cells, 3 in one of these two cells, 3 in one of these two cells, right? Oh, 2 would have to be here, right? That gives you a, oh, because of the 8 here, you have a 7 here. That gives you a 3 here. Okay, that was easy. That was easy, which we missed. That gives you an 8 here. That eliminates 8 from this cell. So 8, 9 and 1. 1, 8 and 9, right? And you have our 1, 3, 7 and 9. 1 and 9 are already here. So 1 and 9 would have to be here. And 3 and 7 would have to be here. And 1, 3, 9. So because of the 3 here, you get a 3 here. And these two cells becomes 1, 9. So 1, 9 pair here gives you a 7 here. A 3 here. A 7 here. And that eliminates 7 from these two cells. So you get a 1, 3 here. That gives you a 9 here. 1, 9, 1 and 9 here. That gives you 1 and 3 here. 7 and 1 here. That gives you an 8 here. 9, 1, 7. And with that, actually we complete this classic Sudoku, right? So an excellent classic Sudoku. And if you see here, without the help of the hidden triplet in column 2 and a hidden pair in box 4 here, 7 here, you couldn't have got the pointing of 9 that helps you get a 6 here. And with that, you can actually complete this Sudoku. So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. And if you are really looking forward to some excellent classic Sudokus and variants as well. So I usually send 20 variants to my patrons every month. Out of which I mean to say there are 10 different types, right? So each variant type, there are 2 in each variant type, so 20 variants in total, plus 20 classic Sudokus without advanced logic, and which are usually you see in the World Sudoku Championship, right? So the classics that I usually send are of the type that you can see in the World Sudoku Championship, usually hidden pairs and triplets. And apart from that, I send even 5 advanced classics which require some advanced logic, diabolical logic, X wing, Y wing, swordfish, XY chain, simple coloring, those kind of logics. Only 5, because that will slowly increase, and the logic that you have to see or you have to look out for will be really difficult, right? So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. I'll add the link in the description below for the Patreon page, and do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.